I'm a little bit late. I tried preparing a little bit early, but I was working on my spoopy project until as last minute as possible. The camera, you are already going crazy. Always the first minute or two is just me adjusting the camera. It's hard to see how the setup is because when it shows me a preview, it's everything is grayscaled, so I can't see everything clearly, and it's really annoying. I don't know why it needs to be. I mean, I guess it's good that it's grayscale because it shows that you're not streaming yet, but still a little annoying. Anyway, we are here today. I don't know what I want to work on. I would really like to finish this, but I don't know if I have it in me to work on such a big piece. So we're between Cursor, doing a Devotion Day edit of Crom, or working on this. I don't know. Cameron, why are you ready being stupid? Yamete? Yamete? Anyway, um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, now that I'm here, I kind of do want to work on this a little. I feel like it's gonna be a really boring stream. Like, I don't know. I'll just keep it up just in case. I guess. Still adjusting the camera a little because it keeps going in and out of focus, and I hate it. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna kind of warm up with this. I guess. I recently and I obviously switched out my cursors to Chrome with the mix of the Robin ones. And after switching them, I was just like, hot damn, I wanna see them kiss. So I thought maybe it'd be nice to make the Devotion Day alts and make like a special loading one. Let me kind of draft one. And that's what I'm kind of itching to do. So let's see. Oh god, there's really not much space. So I can't like. Maybe you can. Because how big her head is pretty big. Um. Actually, Robin is on the left side. So it should be something like this. Gotta rotate that a little. Okay. And yeah, just I am planning to just stream for an hour. I would actually really enjoy to go back to working on my spoopy project. I already mentioned it. It's not a secret or anything, but I'm working on a Klima playlist, fan playlist. That has have any of you guys seen those? Where like, what? Where someone makes like a soundtrack thing for a character, and like they just find like songs that like fit, you know. Some people will add in voice lines, which is what I'm doing for this one. And yeah, it just taking a lot of editing, a lot of re-listening to see the transitions, how the transitions work, how the voice fits in, and then I'm putting in a lot of like text for all the voiceovers because some of them are in Japanese. So just in case if someone like happens to be looking at the screen when the voiceover happens, they can see a translation instead of being like, what? um, so yeah, and of course to those I'm adding in like a lot of effects to fit in nicely to the whole video instead of just fade in fade out. And just make it a little more dynamic and interesting. And yeah, and yeah, this is something I've been working on for a while. I can confidently say I've been working on it since not not December of last year, but the December before that, I believe. Yeah, and uh, it's just taken extra longer since I took out a lot of songs. Because when I first started the playlist, a lot of the songs I chose were pretty underground, like they weren't very popular. But within like the past year and a half, some of them just popped the hell off, I guess. So there are some songs that I swapped out because I was just like, I'm really not trying to put in like just like a whole bunch of TikTok songs or something like. I wanted more interesting. So yeah, it made this video, this found soundtrack take a little longer, cause yeah, I just also had to just find new songs. Hiya, Blue Cat. Hello, welcome in. I was talking about my Krima fan playlist that I'm making, and that it's almost done, but there's just some final edits and all that. But yeah, I'm really just trying to get it out this year since it's Dragon Year. I was trying to get it out last spoop season, but it just didn't happen, which I'm kind of grateful for because I feel like I enjoy this one much better, this version. And I also currently have like a better video program editor that I have also learned much better since last year. So it's just more, it's just better. It's more dynamic. But yeah, just there are some songs I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I should keep because when I found them they were not popular. But yeah, but I don't know, just after listening to the soundtrack so many times, like in my mind, there's kind of set in stone. So I'm just like, whatever. But yeah, I think there's a good mix of songs that are still pretty underground. Honestly, that's something I tend to do a lot. I find things like before they get popular, like a year or half a year before they get popular, and so I'm just like, let's see, or I get into back into a series or something before like it makes a resurgence, and I'm just like, let's see, I don't know, I just that just happens a lot to me that I just find or get something that's like kind of slow key, and then it just pops the hell off again, like soon later. So yeah, but anyway, also what I'm doing right now, currently, I'm between working on this. I haven't decided yet what I'm doing. But I'm making Devotion Day cursors because after just using a mix of Chrome and Robin cursors, I was just really feeling like I want to see Devotion Day them, and I also want to see my cursors kiss. So we're gonna attempt within 40 pixels to do that, but we'll see. 48 pixels really ain't much. I guess it's calm now. Okay, a little bit okay. But yeah, I had a friend who I sent the cursors to, and they told me the same thing. They're like, if only I could make two cursors kiss. And I was like, okay, like I'm gonna try then. I'm gonna try the smooching. Why the heck not? But yeah, I'm not gonna stream too long today because I just really want to get that playlist done. Ideally, I would like to get it posted this month so that way people can have it for, you know, approaching spoop season and like just kind of get them in the mood, in the gothy mood, you know, goth bimbo mood. um, because yeah, it's a kind of a it's a crema playlist technically, and it just kind of has like just more. Let's see. I don't want to do this. I don't know. You probably heard my sister come by. My witch of a sister. So I'm just gonna kind of stay a little quiet until she leaves. She's been doing shit like that where she just enjoys interrupting. But yeah, let's see. I don't know how this can work. I don't know. Am I wasting my time? Yeah, it's not okay, but whatever. I'm a bigger man. I can put up with it. She's the one who looks dumb because she's a middle-aged woman behaving the way she is. I just genuinely wonder like if she can hear me talking from her garage room. I feel like I'm talking pretty low, and like she sometimes I hear her kind of like blasting her TV, I guess, and it sounds muffled. I don't know. What do I do? I don't know how to do this pose. Save. And the witch is gone. The Wicked Witch of the West. Probably trying to smoke weed. She kind of looked like she was holding like a pipe or whatever. Whatever. Anyway, what I was talking about. What was I talking about? The fan soundtrack. So yeah, I'm trying to get that done. I would like to finally get it posted. Um, for Dragon Year, because I don't know, Dragon Year. Maybe I should put like little hands right here. But yeah, just there's a lot of projects I'm trying to get done for Dragon Year. Um, well, I say a lot, but just they're just like extensive projects. So of course the fan soundtrack I'm trying to get done. Um, and then I have a fanfic that I've been working on. Not December 2023, but since December 22, I think. Because I originally wanted to post it also for Bunny Year of Spoop season, but it just didn't happen. But yeah, I have a little fanfic that I consider like my fanfic Optimus Prime. I like to say it like that because it's funny. But yeah, it's just a very buildy, world building heavy AU. And yeah, it just took all last year just to like plan. And I also, since I planned it, I find it so funny because some things kind of correlate with engage, and I was just kind of laughing because I don't know, I just felt like engage, and I was just laughing because engage the DLC felt very fanfic to me, and I was just laughing how my actual fanfic was like kind of similar, and I was like, these allegations are truer than ever. But yeah, just I love this fanfic a lot. I've been very excited to share it. But the first chapter, I really think the first chapter is gonna be like a solid 50,000 words. Cause I'm already, I believe, like nearly 10,000 words in after much planning. Like I completely outlined from the prologue to the final chapter because I just wanted to make sure it was good. Like I wasn't gonna be like, okay, what do I do next? What do I do next? What do I do next? I have a really clear outline. Um, so the first chapter, the prologue, is very long because I just have so much to set up for the rest of the fic, and it didn't feel right to break it up. I felt like it would just feel really good to just have it as one thing. Yeah, it is a lot of work. 50,000 words after writing that 20,000 fic, like it really put into perspective of like what I was doing. Because I tend to write like 10,000 words and then it's kind of quick fix. Um, like I have a lot of things written but not complete. So like to me, I'm just like, oh yeah, whatever. Like I just write stuff. So yeah, it's just really trying to push to finish it. Like I'm like barely at the tip of the iceberg and I'm already like 10,000 words in. So I'm just thinking, I'm just estimating what the rest of what's in my head um that wants to come out, you know. I don't know. Yeah, it's just my estimates. Probably be about 50,000 words just for the first chapter, and then the other chapters after that should be a bit shorter, hopefully. But yeah, just it's gonna definitely be a long first chapter. My original goal, last year was to have it all complete and like being able to post it from September to the end of October, like weekly. But yeah, that it just took so long to plan that I just have to settle with just getting the prologue out for October, and and just after that, just slowly work on it. I just want to get something posted for uh Dragon Year. As you can tell, Dragon Year has been just very important to me in terms of creation. Yeah. But yeah, my fic is actually related to Dragon Year and Bunny Year. So that's why I was trying to get it done last year for Bunny Year, but just too much planning. But yeah, so at least I have like the entire story outlined and like even like files made for each chapter with like the outline of what's to happen in each chapter. I even wrote a huge chunk of like the final ish chapter. The final chapter is the epilogue. So if we don't count the epilogue as like the final chapter, like if we're just talking about like final chapter to like just not the conclusion, just not the epilogue. Like the climax, I guess. Um I wrote that first, actually. Not all of it, but I wrote like the main scene in my head for that. And yeah, that just really helped get the ball going to just give me concrete direction of where's the story's gonna go. Because the ending it is very tied into to the prologue. So yeah, just having the imagery for the ending sorted out helped me also piece together how I wanted to just start. I feel that's honestly that's the hardest thing for me ever is starting the story because I always have ideas and like I always have an ending. Um and like of course like I think like this kind of starts here, but I always have like the hardest time like just actually like how exactly does it start? Like it will just how do I explain this? Just the detailing of the start of like how does it jump into my idea I have and to reach the ending I imagined and all that. So that's why I also probably don't write too much because I just tend to write like the parts that are in my head. And yeah, just I just have the hardest time starting. Of just finding a starting point. No, I think that keeps long enough. So yeah, that helped me out a lot, and I just been working on it slowly between everything, and yeah, I'm just really trying to push to get it posted for uh next month because since it's like kind of a spooky like haunting feeling of a fic. Ideally, I would like to get it posted, the prologue posted next month, but if I have to, I will settle getting it posted before end of the year. Cause just the main important thing is just having it established in Dragon Year. So we'll see. I tend to do that crap where I take a break from my fic by writing other fic. I just have such a hard time settling on projects. Don't ask me why. I just do. Okay, I'm gonna just close this because my laptop it's sounding like I don't know, the fan is working hard from having too much on. Should Chrome's leg actually be like right here? No. Well, yeah. But yeah, it's a fic I'm very excited about because I just been brainstorming it just for the longest time. And usually I'm fine with just brainstorming a fic and like that's it. But this is an idea I really want to share because when I got the idea like it was just I don't know just I just love it. But I was inspired. The story came to me when I was playing Honkai Impact Third. Um, One of my favorite characters, her battle suit is called Luna Kindred, and this was before she got her new battle suit, Lunar Vow. So yeah, when I was playing her battle suit Luna Kindred. I was just thinking about how creative the name is for her because she's a vampire, and like Luna Kindred, she's a kindred of the moon, and like and then I just started thinking like kindred of the moon, like they're relating it to a vampire, but there's many kindred to the moon, like werewolves and um I don't know, just other stuff, banshees. I don't know, just all the spooky stuff, all the spooky mythical beings and all that. And oh yeah, and also just thinking like bunnies as well because they have that folklore of that there's bunnies on the moon making mochi and all that. And yeah, just thinking about all the kindred to the moon, owls, even cats. I think I said werewolves already. But yeah, and so yeah, that just sparked my whole idea of just thinking like, like kindreds of the moon, and also just like lunar phases or the lunar calendar and like all the animals associated. So yeah, that's where like my idea is kind of based off is all the Luna Kindred. That's what the story is going to be called, Luna Kindred. I I don't know. That's like my ode to her. But yeah, just I'm very excited about it because I brainstormed so many AUs just to find the perfect AU to write for the theme of Luna Kindred. So I have so many technically Luna Kindred AUs, but this is like the Luna Kindred. And so I am excited to share it. Um, so Robin has this little bestie. I'm really trying my best to not work on other fics though, even though I feel like it. Maybe I should put comms link. No, it's just this darn cape getting in the way here. But yeah, I have been like itching to work on a fic. I just been kind of like wanting to plan it out, but I know that I shouldn't. But it has been coming back to me because this is a very old idea of Crom. Like, let me start from the beginning. Hang on. So Crom, no, Emerin, she's like what is the word? I'm already forgetting the word. Who's this? Hello. This is Crom and Robin. I wanted to make Devotion Day Crom and Robin curses. Oh no, I mean you. I'm Bon Bon. Hello. Were you recommending my stream? I am just doodling for the night. Doodling a little bit for the night. It's like 11 p.m. I should be asleep, but that looks cute as hell. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm working with 48 pixels, 48 by 48, so I'm even surprised it's managed to gain a shape. But I mean, they definitely are smaller compared to the usual mouse cursor size. Yeah, that's okay. They're meant to be the loading cursor. I gotta go to bed, sadly. No problem. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Sleep sweet. Hope you have good dreams and a thorough rest. Good night. Bye bye. I hope I can be on tomorrow. See ya. I will have another stream tomorrow. So if you stop by, thank you again. But yeah, bye. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. What was I talking about? um, I don't know. I do that a lot. I have a million topics and then I forget. Oh, fanfic. I think I was talking about that. Yes. Okay. Um, well, I have an idea that I just been itching to like plan out because it's an old idea that I just never fleshed out. Like it's just a big idea, and I'm just suddenly wanting to work on it. But it's like basically Emerin is a is an archaeologist, I guess, and Crom helps her as like an excavator. Like he does like a lot of heavy lifting work, and they're she's an archaeologist, a historical archaeologist in Plegia. Um, and basically what happens is Crom like falls into a trap. Think like Egypt, because Plegia is based off Egyptian culture. So he like falls like into like kind of like a booby trap, and um ends up like he's like digging and runs into one, and it ends up taking him straight to Dragon Grima, who was put to sleep. Um, and yeah, basically Grima wakes up thousands of years later, and just starts being, I don't know, just takes Crom as his. But yeah, I really don't know how to take that story, because I could make it something serious, or I could just make it something like really silly of you know Screama living in modern world, going from ancient Plegia to modern. I don't know. I just don't know where to take it. And yeah, just my brain has been itching to like figure it out. But I'm just like, no, Luna Kindred, Luna Kindred, work on that. Okay, let's steal some colors from here. But yeah, I need to have my priorities. Maybe because I know I need to work on something, my brain is trying to just distract, derail. It'd be like that sometimes. But yeah, but it's at times like this. I really wish I had a friend to talk with about AUs and just like bounce ideas with. Cause I mean, I do have friends who do like Fire Emblem, but it's just like not their main dish, and so they would just be like, it would just be like the energy of just like, oh, that's nice. So yeah, I'm a little bit sad and lonely on that. Hey, Chrome, you're wearing a full-on like baby onesie for now. Robin, your vest is brown, and then you have a cute little purple cape. What color was his pants? I think they're white. I think. And then he had like belts underneath, so I'll just kind of do this. Remember that this is a rough draft. We're just making sure it fits. Maybe I should make them a little shorter. Pull them down one. I think Chrome's cutting off Chrome's head is not looking too good. I don't know. At the same time, I just kind of like want to make their heads bigger. Crom became some crazy looking animal. Okay, I guess I'll just keep it like that. It's fine. It's okay. Wait, gotta color Robin's hand in. Is Robin wearing a long sleeve? Oh, his shirt's like puffy, if I remember. I'm doing purely based off memory of their design. I probably should have sent myself a screenshot to reference, but whatever. Tis fine. Just laying out the foundation. And that's what it's about today. I think Mom had like this. Yeah, and then he was completely sleeveless. And then we had this very handsome view of his side because it was like cross stitch. Or not cross stitch, laced up. Yeah, maybe that's a little too much. Oops. But yeah, once I'm done with this stream, I'm immediately going back to work of working on my fans. Why can't I say fan? My fan soundtrack. My Cream of Fan soundtrack. And I'm gonna be just listening. Why can't I go right now? Listening over it while I work on my fanfic. Because, yeah, I just need to make sure I enjoy all the voiceovers that are in it, and just all the transitions to each song. It's a lot of editing. Oh, I looked down when chat disappeared. Ooh, I really wish chat would just stay up. I wish there was like an option. Oh, a fan soundtrack. Yes, I'm making a Crema fan soundtrack. I'm really trying to get it posted this month so that way there's enough time for like people to discover it and just get them in the vibe of like that. How do I explain it? Just like the darker, I don't know, just for spoopy season, or it just being a little, like a darker vibe. So I feel like if I post it any other month, it's just kind of weird. So at least by posting it for spoopy season, I'd have an excuse for posting something extremely emo. It is quite quite emo. Because it's crema. And yeah, I just want to get people into like that. Oh, what is it? What is like the feeling I would describe it? I don't know. What type of job? What? Chat, stop disappearing. What type of job do you have? Like in real life work? If you mean that, I currently do not have a job. Uh, I had to quit my job. Um, I technically stopped working towards the end of the year. But yeah, I had to quit because just my instinct was telling me to, because I was just getting a lot of creeps. And I even had a dream, which my dreams are very, I have a lot of visions. I don't care if you believe in like visions and all that, but yeah, my dreams only always warn me of things if it's something important. So yeah, just I had a very distinct dream just telling me that I had to quit very soon. And yeah, just I was just getting too many signs to quit. I don't know what you're drawing, but it reminds me of Fire Emblem. It is Fire Emblem. And hello, Vitoria. Welcome. It is Crom and Robin from Fire Emblem Awakening. Their devotion day selfie. But yeah, I had to quit my job because I was just getting a lot of creeps, and I was uh just getting a really bad feeling about it. My intuition and just the environment was really bad. And also my health took a huge dip because after nearly dying in 2021, I just been trying to get my health up from away from the borderline. But I kept going back to work too early that I would just bring my health back to the negative again. So basically that happened again. So just with all the things stacked up, yeah, I just quit my job and just been living off on all the money I saved up that I managed to save up. I was also smart enough. I had the instinct to stock up on a lot of things while I had money. So like I stocked up on like shampoo and pads, uh, toothpaste and all that. I've been totally okay on that. Just most of my money has been going to my bunny, of feeding her. Um, so yeah, I don't have a job right now because I would just been kind of focusing on my health. But now that the summer is over or kind of ending, um, and seasonal positions are opening up again, I have been trying to apply. Um, yeah, I've been applying a whole lot since a lot of positions are opening up again, and I'm really low on money. I really need to save up again, especially since I have to move in like the springtime. So yeah, I really need to get a job again. Chat, stop. Let me just look at you, chat. I believe you did the right thing listening to your dreams and guts. Yeah, I totally think so. And life must be so scary as a woman. It is, man. Like, I really do enjoy being a girl, but just the world is such a threat. Like, I don't know, just every single job I've had, I've always gotten creeps. And but yeah, this job in particular was like really bad with the creeps. Cuz the environment was just filled with like regulars, and these regulars acted like they owned the store because, these came so regularly. And yeah, just people acted like they knew me. And I don't know. And yeah, just there were just like a lot of older guys too. And I don't know, just it was just I was just beginning to get a lot of anxiety going in, and it was just extra hard. Like, I think I would have been able to put up with it if I had like someone on my side, but none of my managers were understanding to my fear of like certain customers. Like, they used to be like, why are you afraid of him? Or like, I don't know, just to me, if any woman is afraid of a man, like, I won't question it. I'll just be like, I got your back. Like, because usually if a girl is afraid of a guy, that usually means there's something deeper to it. And so, I don't know, just yeah, just my managers were just, I don't know, they were also gossiping to these customers that about how I felt about them and stuff. So that just made me feel really unsafe and all that. And yeah, just a terrible environment. Keep looking down at chat once it disappears. I started playing Fire Emblem Fates Birthright not too long ago. Is that your first time playing it? I personally have not played it. My only games are Awakening, and I'm currently playing Echoes. Uh, and I don't really count Fire Emblem Heroes. Because Fire Emblem Heroes is Fire Emblem Heroes. They try to have a plot, but it's really not there. They start up with such good setups, but then it just completely falls through by like the second half. So I wouldn't really count it. I would really love to play Three Houses sometime. And I want to play Engage for the DLC. Also, Awakening just has me hooked on the Fell Children. I just want to. I don't know. It is a game I want to experience for myself. Even if people diss on it, I still want to try it. Especially since I hear people say that the gameplay is fun. Even if the story is not the best, the gameplay is still a lot of fun. I feel like Fates is something I have to wait for to feel it when I'm like ready. So yeah, I just like to enjoy things thoroughly at its proper time instead of just kind of speed running. Oh, I keep hiccuping. Excuse me. Just stealing the colors from my other cursor because I'm lazy. The only other Fire Emblem game I played besides that one is the other one the GBA was. I think that was Blazing Blade, the one with Lynn, right? Lynn, Elliewood, and Hector. I was watching someone do a playthrough of it. It was an ASMR playthrough, but they stopped. I was like, oh, very sad. Even though I've been into Fire Emblem for like 5 years now, because I got into it November, I think 2019. I still feel like I'm a baby to it, to the fandom. It's a 20-year-old franchise. But I definitely feel like I got into it at the perfect time. Especially since, you know, my first year into Fire Emblem, they announced 3 houses. And I know I say this all the time, but 3 houses, its anniversary date. We share the same existence date, which really made me feel like the Fire Emblem fandom series in general was meant for me. That it was a series I'm meant to be in. I don't know. It was just really exciting that my first year in the Fire Emblem, they did that. Okay, let's see it far away. I feel like Crom's back could be a little extended. Looking a little flat. Honestly, though, I would enjoy to play all the Fire Emblem games. I really want to play Sacred Stones. I really want to play Sacred Stones. I like your bunny persona thingy. Thank you. My little bunny person. I designed it based off my real bunny, but I made like the colors opposite. Cause my icon, that's my actual bunny. That's what she looks like. So since I'm her mama, I thought I would make myself a little similar, and then put in some motifs of myself because I like to wear like a little bandana in real life. Little like made like bandana, cooking bandana. And I put in roses to symbolize love because I'm quite an affectionate person. Affectionate to lots of people besides my own family. And then I don't know if you guys can see, but on the bandana there's the spider lilies to represent death. Sounds a little morbid, but just kind of represent the hardships I've gone through in life. So I definitely have gone through some hardships. But yeah. And then a little moon in the eye. Because I love to moon gaze. I've only said it once, I think, but in my schedule, my weekly schedule that I have posted on the community channel, those moon phases are real. You guys can look outside and see, each day that it's real. I take the time to look at the moon calendar and set up each day to follow the moon phases. So I really do enjoy looking at them. Oh, by the way, oh my gosh, I've been wanting to tell you guys this for forever. Um, if you guys have not heard the news, there is a star that is going to go supernova sometime this month. It's not, there's no for sure date. There's only estimates right now, but it's highly estimated that this sometime this month, um, a star called Corona A Borealis is going to go supernova. So make sure to look outside and find the star. It is a lifetime experience because stars go supernova about 80 every 80 years. So, in 80 years I'm going to be 100 past 100, and I will be too old and dingy to properly look at the skies if I'm still alive. So yeah, check it out, look it up, look up information to see um you know more details on it. I recommend downloading the Star Map app, Stellarium. That's what I use, and you can search up um you can search up stars or constellations, and uh yeah, it'll direct you which way to turn your phone so you can find the star, and it'll tell you too what time in your area does the star like set for you, because you know how the sky changes overnight. It's, the positions change. So yeah, check it out. Definitely a lifetime experience. I've been checking it out for quite a while. A few weeks ago, Jupiter and Mars were right next to each other. I wish I got a picture when they were like legit next to each other. I only got a picture when they were like barely, away, but there was a night where they were literally right next to each other, and I was just like, whoa. And I just thought that was really amazing because when planets align, that's just cool. I think that's just cool. And I felt like it made so much sense for Jupiter and Mars to be next to each other, considering because I feel like lately a lot of people have been going through hardships and like just being feeling really worn out and like kind of thinned out. But once I realized what I was looking at was Jupiter and Mars, because I thought what I was looking at was uh Venus and Mars at first, but then I looked it up and I saw that it was Jupiter, and I was like, oh yeah, like because I was like, this light is kind of too bright though, because Venus, just has that slight yellow tinge. But yeah, it just made sense because Jupiter represents growth and expansion, which we as people we go through growth and expansion through lessons, and lessons can be hardships and all that. And then Mars represents war, which is another way to say action. So Mars represents action, so that means with Mars and Jupiter being right next to each other. Sorry about my fingers. But yeah, with Mars and Jupiter being right next to each other, that means that there was a lot of action going, a lot of energy, a lot of movement being put into growth and expansion. So the universe was really trying to have some people be stretched out a little, so that way they could be able to have more capacity for things later on. And I was like, ain't that the truth? Because I've been really feeling like I've been really getting stretched thin. But, you know, I haven't broken, so silver lining. So yeah, but it definitely has been making me very weary, and a lot of other people in my life, um, it's been the same for them. They feel like they're just being really stretched thin. But you know, once the moment is over, we'll have more capacity to deal with things and being able to accept things in our life, good things. That's okay. So yeah, that's your guys' astrology lesson for the week. I love astrology. Some people think it's dumb and fake, but I say to that, if the moon can affect the ocean, who are we to say as mere tiny human beings can't be affected by massive planets? I will remember none of it. That's fine. Just remember that if you can, just that we currently are in a moment of growth, and don't let things break you. Just just do your best to endure in this current period of time, because good things are sure to come once this season is over. And I don't mean season as in summer, just the season of growth. So yeah, just whatever you're going through right now, stay strong. It's just a moment of time. The world is trying to prepare those who can rise up to the occasion, and those who do rise up to the occasion, you will be surely rewarded. Just wait out the storm, and the rainbow will surely come through. But yeah, I actually been really wanting to do another astrology stream, because if you look on my channel, I have an astrology stream where I explain what Crom's birth date means, because he's a Gemini, and he was born on May 27th, and there's a lot of meaning into just that alone, of just being born as a Gemini, May 27th, so close to Taurus. And yeah, that stream just explains it all. I'm not gonna go into it. Um, so I was thinking I should look up some Echo characters and probably use them as an example, because I also explained Lucina, because she's on the borderline of uh, Aries and Taurus, which is a huge thing that she's dual wielding signs. But yeah, I really love reading birth start charts as well, because you know, for characters, all I have is just like the day, like, which is their sun sign. But everyone, we have a whole birth star chart that is our sun sign, which is like the day we're born on, or like the just usually what people know most, like Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Capricorn, etc. But along with that, on the day we're born in, depending on the time we're born in, we also have uh, different things. We have different positions of like the moon, our moon sign, our rising sign, our Mars sign, our Mercury sign, our Venus sign, etc. All the planets. And so that's why sometimes I have met people who were like, no, I don't align with my sign. Like they just don't fit into it. And the reason is because their moon sign and their rising sign and their Mars sign and all of that is having a huge play. within within their personality. So I don't know. Yeah. So just to make things a little more simple, your sun sign is your soul, your moon sign is your heart, and your rising sign is like your ego, your subconscious. So if you have like a a stronger sign in your moon sign, or even in your Mars sign, that'll be like more potent, because in astrology there is four signs for each element that is like the leader sign. So for wind, it's Aquarius, it's the leader of wind. For earth, it's Taurus, which is the leader of earth. For fire is Leo, the leader of fire. And then for water, it's Scorpio. So those signs in particular are just like stronger in general. So let's say you're like a Pisces sun sign, but you have a Leo in your moon sign. You're gonna be like a more dominant Pisces. You're gonna be um a more leading Pisces, like a more confident Pisces than a regular typical Pisces that kind of prefers to like lose themselves in imagination. If like you were a Pisces in your sun, but you have a Leo in your heart, you're probably a more imaginative person and all that. Hang on, chat, stop disappearing. Don't those birth sign things have certain personalities traits associated with them? Yes, they do. They each sign has different traits associated with them. So I'll give you an example because I'm a Leo, so I can explain that well. So a Leo, straight off the bat, is known for being a leader. They can be prideful sometimes. They're usually pretty confident. Um, and they're a little bit more outgoing. And yeah, just really think of a lion. They're willing to take charge and everything. Um, and just they have a lot of charisma that just naturally draws them to people by just being like a really dominant sign. But pride is okay, but it can often be a Leo's downfall if they're really arrogant. So remember, there's a huge difference between being prideful and arrogant. And there are some people who they do take charge, but they can be very they're like a tyrant versus a good leader who's you know being encouraging and like just truly leading people. So yeah, that's also where your moon sign and stuff comes into play. Just depending, like that will like kind of alter you, what kind of person you are. So yeah, just each sign has their own traits, but they really impact differently depending which position they're in. If they're in the sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus sign, etc. So you are a Scorpio. Scorpio. I personally love Scorpios. People give them a bad rep, but I gotta say this: there's a crap ton of Scorpios in the world, and the reason is 9 months before all the Scorpios are born. What month is it? It's February. What's in February? Valentine's Day. So there's just kind of a lot of crap in the sea, so to say. Just a lot of people who don't bother bettering themselves, but they'll claim that they're a Scorpio, so it'll give them a bad rep. But Scorpio, It's a fixed sign. It's the leader of water. Um, it's like the intuitive sign. So to kind of explain that, Leo is like the soul, like it is the soul of souls, and then Cancer, it is the emotion sign. So its best spot is the moon. So Leo's best spot is the sun. Cancer's best spot is the moon. It's like also literally that's their representative like planet, I guess. I mean, it's technically not a planet, but yeah, Leo is the sun, and Cancer is the moon. That's what they represent. And then yeah, Scorpio, um, just like how Cancer is emotions, and Leo is like the soul of like potential. Scorpio is like the intuition. So yeah, Scorpio is really good. It's just a matter of just really trying to become your best self to hone the Scorpio power. And then also Scorpio is like one of the few signs that greatly vary in degree depending what day specifically. I think the only other sign that goes through this where like the signs really just vary a lot depending on day is Leo. Because man, I do not get along with August Leos. I do not. They're just a totally different type of Leo. That's typically when where like the more tyrannical Leos are born. And yeah, just I just do not get along with August Leos unless they're like on the borderline of Virgo or something. But yeah, just if it's like an August Leo, early August Leo, yeah, I just cannot get along with those kind of people. It's just a reoccurring thing. But I get along so well with other July Leos. July Leos are chill. But yeah, Scorpio too. Um, it really varies. But another thing about August Leos is uh they can also just vary differently as well, depending on their moon and rising sign. So I personally have not met in real life an August Leo I liked, but I definitely know they're out there because I know there are August Leos that have like good heart signs, moon signs. Okay, chat, you keep disappearing every time I look down. If I had to describe myself, I'd use the opposite of all the words you use to describe Leos. Yeah, Scorpios, they prefer to be they're more hermity, um and they prefer to I don't know, just kind of like work in the dark. And I wouldn't say yeah, there is very hermity, but that's not a bad thing because the hermit carries a star. You guys, Scorpios are like that old man wizard that like helps the MC. Does that make sense? Like they hermit away and they hone their craft and like don't bother with the BS of the world. They just focus like on their talents and all that. And understand I'm talking about a Scorpio that's like aligned with like their soul. But yeah, just they're more hermity, and that's not a bad thing because we do need hermits in the world who are just focusing on innovating and just going deeper into things and all that. Okay, let me see this other message. I am an August Leo. I was born on August 10th, one day before Cloud Strife birthday. That is very interesting. I think that is a pretty good day because you're a little more closer to Virgo. I just cannot get along with August Leos in the first week of August. Like, just I always give them a chance too. It's not like I'm immediately like, oh, you're an August Leo. I always give them a chance because I really do want to find a good August Leo. But yeah, like I said, moon sign, rising sign, Venus sign, Jupiter sign, Saturn sign, everything makes a huge impact on you. So, I like, let me also say this Capricorn, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinions, is like the worst sign. Like you're gonna meet a lot of not nice people in Capricorn. But even if someone's a Capricorn, they could still have like a Pisces moon, and that makes them like a really sensitive person, like, and just more thoughtful because they're more of a daydreamy person, and it'll like balance out their Capricorniness. So yeah, just don't feel disheartened on your sun position, because just remember, everything is at play. Everything is at play. My birth star chart, oh my gosh, it is so chaotic. Like, I have never ever met anyone who has a birth star chart like mine. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. I'm not saying this arrogantly. I'm just being completely real. My birth star chart is like an SSR pull, and it had, like, if the things were in certain places that they were, I would be, I probably would be like a villain to the world. But because things are positioned the way they are, it helps me just stay incredibly balanced and in check. Because I have an extremely powerful chart. Because my sun sign is the sun, Leo. My moon sign is the moon, Cancer. My rising sign is the ego, Scorpio. Those alone are extremely chaotic. That is like a whole tempest right there. That is fire, water, and wind. That is a tempest right there. But because I have uh what is it? I have Libra, Libra in my Mars, and what else? Why am I forgetting my own star chart? Libra. Well, what's in my, well, anyway, that's like the main important one. Because I have Libra in my Mars, Mars is action, and Libra is the balancing sign. Libras are chill AF. They are understanding. Um, they are very tactical. They think things through. They respond. They don't react. And so because of that, that sign definitely has kept me in check, like from just doing like crazy things, and like um and it also has helped me just like endure a lot of things in my life. And I don't know, just makes me a very rational and tactical person, whereas just my main three alone could have just made me like a really crazy person. But because I have the balancer in my action slot, I'm just balanced out. I'm just balanced out. I'm tactical, I'm rational, and yeah. So yeah, that's just an example. Just, other signs can heavily influence, other signs. So yeah. So yeah, I often meet people who will tell me that they don't align with their sun sign, but then I'll always take the time to explain to them how just, you know, there's a whole set of cards at play. You're looking at one card, but you have, how many planets are there? There's 12 plus two more. So you have, I think there's 15 slots total, cuz there's also the rising sign. So yeah, your people look at one card when there's 14 more cards to look at. So yeah, I love reading birth star charts, and I always appreciate people who let me read their birth star charts, because um, that's kind of my mission in life, to awaken people to their potential. Because in your birth star chart, it also tells you your potential of like what your skill set is, and if you focused on like honing that, like, you know, you'd become like just the best version of yourself. It's not fortune telling. It's not like, oh, you're gonna become a doctor and have this many kids and whatever. It's more just like, are you meant to be in like a leadership position? Are you meant to be more like a mentor type person? You know, just what is, are you meant to be more like a motherly person? Maybe you won't be a mother exactly, but maybe you'll just like take in people under your wing because you have a more nurturing skill set than most do or something. You know, are you meant to be like more of a warrior type, etc.? Are you meant to be like a teacher? And, you know, and all these things I'm saying, it's not, like I said, it's not like specifically like, are you a nurturing motherly type? Doesn't mean you're gonna be a mother. You know, maybe you are a teacher and you just nurture kids, or um I don't know, just where your workplace is, like you tend to be a leader. Are you a manager or something? Like things like that. It's not necessarily something straightforward. You know, the world is full of surprises and quite accommodating to your dreams. It's just all about honing your potential and desiring to become a better version of yourself and finding the best version of yourself. And just constantly growing, just constantly open to growing and things like that. So yeah. But yeah, sometime in the future I would like to read subscribers per star chart if anyone's interested. Um but yeah, I feel like right now people don't care enough. Also, I would like to go, I would, before I start any of that, I would like to move into my room again for the winter when it gets cooler. So that way I can just openly talk about it instead of trying to talk low AF. Because I'm out in the open in the main house. So yeah, the more you know. We all have a whole set of cards to play, and we just gotta not just look at the one. Honestly, my favorite thing when I read people's star charts is pointing out people's flaws that they usually think are like hidden. Or like, I don't know, just there's been many times I've read people's star charts and like they were expecting nothing, but then they freak the hell out of just how on point I am. and stuff, because like it'll even show me my chart in not my chart, in people's chart, if someone has like a high sexual drive. So I think that's always funny when there's like things like that, and I comment on it, and I don't ever comment on it of like in a teasing way. I'll just straight up just be like, oh yeah, like I see this, so it means you have a lot of passion, and you will probably be better off having someone to devote yourself to. I word it like that, but yeah, still people just get freaked out. Passion is good. We need passionate people. Crom's a passionate man, and I love Crom. I love Crom's passion. But yeah, I don't even know how I would go about asking people if they want me to read their birth start charts. I don't know. I feel like I want a few more subscribers. So that way there's like an actual chance of people submitting instead of me asking and then getting nothing. That would make me a little sad. Just a little bit. Okay. It has been an hour and a half. About. Okay, I'm gonna end stream here. So actually, I also did put some food to slowly warm up. So when I was done, it would be ready and I could eat my last meal for the day. So yeah, but I just got distracted talking about astrology, as I always do. I just love astrology. I just love explaining it. There's a lot to learn from it. And it's not just a bunch of hocus pocus. If the moon can affect the sea, if solar flares can affect electronics and other parts of the planet and our inner planet core, then I think the planets can affect us tiny little people that can be squashed by the sea and melted by the planet core. Okay. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents, but just from all I experienced, I just strongly believe in it. And I have experienced a lot. I have experienced lifetimes and in just a handful of years. I say handful of years in comparison to the amount of years we're able to live. So, anyway, yeah. I'm gonna end stream here. Thank you everyone who came. I can't believe I have 5 thumbs up on this stream. Wowza. Usually I'm so used to being alone, so it's been quite nice and quite different to having company lately. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for listening to my rambles. Thank you for keeping me company. And I wish you all a blessed night or day wherever you may be. And yeah, oh, I think I missed some things on chat. Chat always disappears. And I've been learning to draw, and that sounds kind of like where you're talking about. Oh, probably when I was talking about the hermit thing. Yes. Capricorn is a funny word. I suppose it is. Alright, good night, everyone. Until next time, I'll see you tomorrow on tomorrow's stream for Fire Emblem Echoes. It's probably just gonna be level grinding on that single battle with that summoner guy or whatever. So yeah, I'll see you then tomorrow. So yeah, again, wishing you all a blessed night or day. Good night, goodbye, blue cats, and good night to everyone. VOD Squad, I forgot to mention you, VOD Squad. Thank you if you watched. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you. Bye.